What's up, divas? What's up, divas? What's up, divos? What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. What's up, everyone? I hope you all are having like an amazing day whenever y'all are watching this, but most importantly, happy 2025. I hope y'all had like a great Christmas, a blessed Christmas, an amazing Christmas, and I hope that you all receive all that you've asked for and then some. So what's up, you guys? What's up, ladies? What's up, gentlemen? What's up, divas and divos? As y'all know, it's definitely 2025. I'm glad that Real Talk fell on the New Year's Day, which was really cool. But I did miss y'all last Wednesday on Christmas. I felt like, you know what, go to spend time with your families. Don't waste time on YouTube. Don't look on YouTube. Don't look on social media. Just have a blessed Christmas with friends and family and just enjoy your day. So that's what I wanted to kind of like put out there in the open. I really didn't want anyone to be watching me on Christmas. Now, for those of you guys who really, really miss me, I missed you guys too. But here I am. It's 2025. We're about to bring this new year in, girl, together, okay? So honestly, I almost forgot to put my teeth in. I was about to start the video, and I kept reminding myself the entire time I was doing my eyebrows, putting my lashes on. I was like, bitch, make sure you put your teeth in. Because I have started quite a few videos without my teeth. But let me just tell y'all this. I am real comfortable with my missing tooth right about now. Like when it first fell out, I was like so traumatized. I was so hurt. I was crying. I was like depressed for the whole weekend. No lie, no cap. I was really bothered because it's right in the front. And so I was really bothered by losing my front tooth. Like I don't have any teeth in the back, but girl, who cares? You can't even see that shit. But for my front, I was really bothered by that. And you know, that's why I hurried up and got me like that little tooth kit from Amazon, which I still wear. I feel like the tooth kit is way more comfortable than this partial in my mouth. However, I've gotten so comfortable without wearing my partials or my little tooth from Amazon that I just go outside without it. And if you like it, you like it. If you like it, you love it. If you don't, then oh well, I don't know what to tell y'all. But I was really about to start doing this video without it. And maybe long down the line, I probably would just feel like, fuck it, I'm just going to go on YouTube. And if I got my teeth in, I got my teeth in. If I don't, I don't. You either like me or love me. You just definitely got to take me for who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's 2025. Take me for who the fuck I am. Let's not expose too many people, because I hope there isn't too many people to be exposed in 2025. Because you already know 2024 was enough, okay? Cheers to that. So this right here is the new Berry Cherry Limeade Buzzball, and it just came out and dropped on Christmas Day. Do you guys realize they are charging at some places $5 for one? Now, I love Buzzballs. This has 15% alcohol. I love Buzzballs. But let me tell you, I already have one of these along with some of my Jesus grass. So I'm feeling pretty good for the new year, okay? Plus, I got me a bag of my favorite candies, which is Laffy Taffy. I love these. Let me tell you how this came in the par. My mouth has been overly dry for like the past couple of weeks. I've read this thing about it might have been like medication that you're taking or stress or anxiety. I've been constantly chewing gum, drinking plenty of water, staying hydrated. And it just seems like my mouth is like constantly dry. I finally figured it out. It's with the partials. When I have these partials in my mouth, I constantly am taking my tongue and pressing it upwards to the roof of the partials and just scraping it and running alongside the partials. And even though this is a bad habit and it's not helping my tongue in either good way, I still constantly do it like it's a horrible habit. And so because of this horrible habit, it has made my tongue feel numb and sore, which is giving me like dry mouth, like overly dry mouth. So I've been trying peppermints, which really aren't helping because of the soreness. I've been trying gum when I realized you need to really try sugar-free gum if you're going to chew. And then look, I have these are my favorite candies. Whatever works, girl. I've got a cup full of water. I've got gum. I have everything. And I just need to stop and really be in tune with these partials. When I tell you guys, because I have gotten a couple of emails asking me, what do I think of them? Or am I used to them yet? The answer is hell no. Like, I don't wear these on the weekend. I feel like once I'm in the house and I'm not going anywhere, I carefully strip them away. So I'm not wearing them like 20 hours or 16 hours out of the day, because you cannot sleep with these. I'm not wearing them as long as I should. And I just feel like when I don't wear them for like days upon days, it makes it a little bit harder to get used to. So for those who have been asking, it is a very hard learning process. You really need to trick your brain. And as you guys can tell right now, I haven't wore them. I didn't wear them on Christmas. I didn't wear them day after Christmas. I haven't worn my partials in like 5 days. And without wearing them constantly, like all those amount of days, it makes it harder to get used to. So I do apologize in advance if I do sound a little bit off or that my letters are muffled or close together. I do apologize for that. I really need to do my my part in making sure that this becomes a comfortable experience for me. Because, girl, listen, I really don't want to be seen without my teeth, and I really don't want to be uncomfortable. I really feel like sometimes I just should have went ahead and spent the money on the bridge, the crown bridge, which I probably will do later on, because I don't foresee myself wanting to wear this on a daily basis. Like, it's not that it's uncomfortable, but it's definitely some getting used to. And like the dentist said, you do have to trick your brain, but it's very, very tricky and it's very hard. And when you're used to just having open space and not something that's just like gaping or just like holding your mouth together, it's just very uncomfortable at sometimes. But I'm not trying to deter anyone from getting them, because that's what the emails were regarding. It just depends on you as a person. You really need to be consistent. The one key thing, though, is do not sleep in them. So for those who have asked, yes, you definitely need to be consistent. That way it makes the learning process a lot easier. I have been able to eat a half of a sandwich with them, but after I finished that one portion of the half, I took none, girl, because I was really, really wanting to just enjoy my sandwich. But yes, for those who've been asking, it is still very uncomfortable, and it still is very hard to get used to. And like I said, I went 5 days without wearing my partials, and I really do need to realize, like, you don't need to leave so many days out. You need to constantly wear them. Even if it's like for a few hours, consistency is key, and consistency will definitely improve the way you feel about them. So I hope that answers those who have emailed me. Moving right along, girl. Okay, cheers. I got me on a new wig. This is new wig 2025, my first wig. Now, it probably looks a little bit similar to the one that I've been wearing lately in my Real Talks, which is also by my first wigs, but this one is not. The last one that you did see me in is more of an ombre, so it's darker at the top and lighter at the bottom, but the same color at the bottom. This one here is a highlighted unit, and this is one of my new reviews that I've already done. I love this wig so much, you guys. I love yaki texture hair. Now, don't get me wrong, I love silky hair too, especially if it's for wavy or curly. But when it comes to me, like doing like straight styles, I'm all in when it comes to yaki. So this one here is 18 inches. Now, granted, this is 18 inches. When you get other wig companies that have 18 inches, it's more or less like right up here. Now, this is my first wig's version of 18 inches. I swear, I tell no lie, I think they give you like 6 new additional inches. But I don't want 20 inches, because 20 inches on my first wigs is more like 26 inches on another website. So this is 18 inches, and this is Malaysian hair, which I absolutely love. And the density of it is 130%, and it is a 13x6. Now, because it's yaki hair, you don't need it to be so like full of density, because it's already nice and thick. I love this unit. Like I said, it's a 13x6. It is their regular units. It's not one of their drawstrings. And also, it does have like the adjustable straps sewn in. Now, the one thing about this unit is I do have my hairline out. So I have the wig resting behind my hairline. And that's how I've been wearing my wigs a lot lately when you have seen me in these Real Talk videos. So all of this hair right here is actually all mine. And I just wear my own hair and just rest it behind my hairline, just trying to give it a more natural look versus, I don't want anyone to see the lace. Now, everybody says it's invisible, you can't see it. But girl, you will always see the lace. It doesn't matter how invisible it is, how transparent it is, how Swiss tinted it is. You won't always see the lace. It might be very, very minimal that you see. Sometimes you might have to get a close up on that, and I would prefer you not to do that, but I like it behind my hair because it just looks a lot more natural. But this one, yeah, I've been wearing this for a few days, and I absolutely love this unit. Like I said, it's a 13x6. It's highlighted, and I'll be posting up a video. It'll probably be up next week. But you guys, let me tell you about my Christmas. I had like an amazing Christmas. I hope you all did as well. I think my main thing was I was excited to see my granddaughter play with her grocery set that I purchased her off of Amazon. I think that was like my most, and like, I just was excited about that. And also for her seeing the tent house that I had purchased for her. I bought her this tent house. I don't remember if I told you guys the last time, but I bought her this tent, and it looks just like a little house for little girls, and they can play indoors. And so I put her kitchen set in it. I bought her a little couch that unfolds into a bed, and I also bought her a makeup vanity that goes in there as well. But on top of that, I also bought her a actual grocery store from Amazon, and it has shelves. It has a cash register. I did trade in the cash register for a better one because it did come with one, but I traded it in for a better little type one. And it comes with a little bit of food. So because I'm like one of those, like, I have 6 grandkids, 5 of them are boys. So I finally have one little granddaughter. And I just really was excited about, actually grew, I could buy her all these Barbies. Last Christmas, I did buy her a Barbie house. She didn't even play with it. So it's in the garage. But I just wanted to do like girly things with her because I have 5 grandsons. So what I did was I purchased actual like squishy food or wax food from like AliExpress just to make sure that her grocery store looked authentic and realistic. I also did design like some of the containers that we had, like from the waffles that we maybe like, you know, food that we had purchased, like waffles. I saved the box from like the waffle box. From the tea boxes, I saved the box from the tea boxes and like stuffed them and taped them all up so that way they wouldn't be destroyed. I like did a lot of stuff for this grocery store because I was just so like excited about how she would feel about it, and she was overly excited. My daughter Tati said, "It seems like you're more interested in the grocery store than she is." I kind of am. I don't know if it's bringing me back like good childhood memories because it's just like cool. I love to see little kids happy, and I just love watching her play with her grocery store. I think it's like the coolest thing. And me, I was the only child for 13 years. So I had to like make up my own imaginary shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I had like grocery stores, like my mother never bought me a grocery store, but you know what I'm saying? Like we would make shit. I make like the fake money. I make like the fake fingernails, have little products that we have around the house. And I pretend like I'm cashing somebody out. However, there wasn't anybody there because like I said, I'm 13 years a single child by myself until my sister came along. So I had to like conjure up all of these memories and fake friends and such like that. So when I finally have a granddaughter, I feel like I'm just like throwing my entire childhood on her. If you understand what I'm saying, like all the things that I wanted as a kid, a girl, a girly girl, as a girl when I was growing up, I'm just trying to give all of it to her that I couldn't get. Like my mom couldn't afford all of these things. Like my mother couldn't afford to give me a Barbie doll house. I had loads of Barbies, but my mother never could afford to buy me Barbie doll clothes. But my mom, she was just perfect at making and sewing clothes. And she would buy these Barbie doll patterns and she would make me so many different gowns. When I tell you, I probably am the one kid in the world who's had like a million different Barbie doll outfits because my mom has created and sewn them for me. She's made me Barbie doll furniture. You know, like we was poor, like we was broke. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was broke these days. We was broke. We weren't broke, but you know what I'm saying? I grew up in housing. We lived with my grandfather. And that's the same apartment that my mom has been living in since the day she came home from the hospital as a newborn. So it wasn't that we was broke, but you know, finances weren't the best. And the things that I wanted as a child, like my mom couldn't afford. My Christmas actually was amazing. Like, and that was like the most exciting part was when I revealed to her her house and her grocery store. I think that was like the most exciting part out of my entire Christmas, along with my grandson Tinky, who didn't know that I had purchased this huge eBay wrestling figure lot. It came with like 30 wrestlers. And when he opened the box and he seen it, he was just like, wow, Mama, this is like the best Christmas. And he was so happy with it. And I was so excited about that. I think like my excitement came from just watching my grandkids. And that's all I was really excited about was just watching my grandkids unfold and watching the excitement in their eyes and in their voices. And so that was like the most important part of Christmas for me, is just to make them happy. I did get some amazing gifts for Christmas. I got this shelf here that my daughter Tati purchased for me. I did make a Christmas wish list, and she bought me some storage for my desk. But y'all, she bought me like the best conventional oven, toaster oven / air fryer / conventional oven / whatever. Now y'all know on Thanksgiving my fucking stove, my oven went out, and they did fix it. It was something to do with the motherboard in it. They did fix that. Now, but the one that I put on my wish list because of the whole fiasco on Thanksgiving, the one that I put on my wish list, Tati bought me for Christmas. And girl, when I tell you that that thing works within minutes, oh my God, it is an amazing toaster oven, and it's a very nice size. When I tell you it's a nice size toaster oven, it's not like a small one. You can put like, it has like 3 different levels, and it has French doors that open together. It's an amazing toaster oven. When I tell you, you can fix you a nice dinner up in there. Girl, when I tell you that it bakes within minutes, oh my God, I think like that is one of my favorite gifts that I got for Christmas. It sucks though, when you get older, you're really excited about appliances for like gifts. Like, you know, if you buy me a vacuum cleaner, I'm like really grateful and happy. If you buy me like a toaster or a toaster oven, I'm like overly happy. It's like things like that. That's when you know that a person is like getting a lot more older in age and more mature. Cause girl, that's all I've been looking for is some shit that work. Okay. Some shit that fucking work. But yeah, so I had a really great Christmas. I made dinner. I made my signature chicken strips. You know, I had to cut them up. I made some macaroni and cheese. I made some white rice and some green beans and some cornbread. So we had like a really nice Christmas dinner. I just, I just kept throwing things in the mix as I went along. All I had really planned to make was some chicken strips and rice. But then I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this with, I'm gonna put that with. Yeah, I know people are gonna be like, you got too many starches, but bitch, you gotta live once, okay? Enjoy your motherfucking holidays and have a good time, okay? But yes, and I also did purchase some perfumes for myself. Now, mind you, look, y'all know how I said TikTok shops are very overwhelming. I really wasn't too pleased with it. Girl, please tell me why I'm like addicted to TikTok shop now. So I got all three of these right here, these Lattafa perfumes on a flash sale, all from the same vendor because I got free shipping. Now they was definitely supposed to come like 2 days after Christmas, but they came 2 days before Christmas. So now let me tell y'all. Now y'all remember I said I went to the flea market and I got this as well, but I got the white bottle, the white with gold. This is a lot more intense and it does have like a different smell. But when I tell you, like, I love this one, it smells so amazing. And it has a very strong smell. I feel like this can be more leaning toward a masculine scent. They say this is unisex because there's a white one that's supposed to be feminine. Then there's the gold one, which is supposed to be unisex. Then there's also a black one, which is supposed to be for just the men. But this one right here, I feel like is very masculine, but it also smells so good. So it does have a masculine scent, but it just smells so good. I love it. When I tell you I love this, I love it. But I got it on a flash sale from this one particular vendor, and I got it for $20. And when I say this one actually lasts all day versus the other one, this lasts all day. Now, this was the first because I really did want to purchase this when I was at the flea market or the swap meet, and I purchased the first one. But I felt like, well, everybody has this perfume. I've seen it enough. I'm not really interested in trying it out. Now, this is supposed to have notes of vanilla in it. I don't know what it is, but it really smells like Kate Spade's Live, like that's the name of it, perfume. Now, I have that perfume, and they smell so very similar. I'm not smelling any type of vanilla in this, but either way, it smells so good and it has a very powerful scent. This definitely lasts all day, but it just reminds me of something that Kate Spade made. Either way, it's a great smell. I do like the actual look of it. The display of it is amazing. It's a very nice perfume. Girl, I'm trying to up my perfume collection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have loads of perfume. Majority of them are from Dossier. So I'm trying to change it up. I don't want all Dossier in my collection. But this one I did see at the flea market. I was really interested in buying it. But swap me, flea market, whatever. But they were trying to charge $40 or $45. And no, but this does also smell very, very good. This is the Now Woman by the Lattafa brand. They do have a guy's one, and I do think they have a new one out. But this also does smell really, really good. It's giving me like floral and fruity at the same time. But yeah, really, really beautiful color. This one I like a lot because you can actually see the perfume inside through these openings. You can see where it's at, which is great. Now I'm really not sure how big the tubing is, if it's if the glass is thick on it, but either way you can see it from the inside, which is great. And I love the whole display that they give for the Lattafa perfumes. Like, they give like a very nice presentation when it comes to perfume. So even if you paid $20 for this, it's so worth it because honestly, the packaging of the perfume is worth more than $20. Like, can you imagine purchasing something like this at like a high-end store? You're more or less going to pay for the actual display, you know what I'm saying, the showcase of it. This is definitely like, they give you so much variations of different like perfume, but each one all changes. Like, you ever see, like, okay, let's say like there are brands that make their own perfume, and certain brands will have their own perfume and they'll have 4 different perfumes, right? But the only thing that they may change on the actual perfume bottle may be the color. Like, everything looks the same except for it may have a tint. You may have one that's pink, purple, black, and gold, but the design is all the same, but just different colors. The one thing that I like about Lattafa is the designs are all different scents with all different designs, which is very unique, and I like that. And because the designs are so unique, they look very, very like expensive. They're not, and I like that too. Plus, it smells really, really good. Like this one right here, though, you definitely have to try this one. It has a very strong scent. And I feel like once it kind of like dies into your skin, like, you know, it kind of like fades into your skin, it then starts to give off a more unisex scent. So now what I'm smelling is, I feel like a little softness has occurred. Once you let it like absorb into your skin, it will change depending on the person. So now when I smell this, I smell a softness and I smell like a unisex scent, but with a little bit softer versus when you first smell it. And even though it's still strong, it's not as harsh. It's not as masculine, if you understand what I'm saying. But it smells really, really good. Girl, look, those are my 3 favorites so far. Now, I do like the white version of this. I do. But I feel like this one is my favorite. That one definitely. And this, oh, girl, yes. I'm trying to get all the flavors or all the scents, excuse me. The one thing about this, Mumsy was trying to steal mine. She insisted that she come in and borrow it. So I did surprise her and I purchased her one off of Amazon. But listen, the TikTok shops, girl, I'm getting very addicted to the TikTok shops. I don't know but for anything but perfume. Other than that, I'm not going to buy anything like I don't need over there, but girl, yes. So anyway, I think I've done a lot of yip yapping for the new year. I hope you all had like a really great celebration for New Year's Eve, bringing in the new year, and stay safe and, blessed. 2025 is going to be an amazing year. I promise you guys, for all of you guys. Just keep prayer in your mind. It's just going to be a good year. So we're going to jump right into this real talk. And y'all already know what it is. If you have a real talk and you would like me to elaborate on, you can always send me an email to Muffinismylovers at Muffinismylovers2012@gmail.com. Please put in the subject line real talk, or you can also use April's real talk at gmail.com. And please also put in the subject line real talk. If you would like to change the name of the people that you're referring to in the email, please go ahead and let me know that you've done so. If not, I may just go ahead and change it on my own, just to keep privacy issues. So on that note, girl, let's just get into this real talk. Okay, so the first part of this email says just for you, which is for me, so I'm gonna keep that to myself. But it is titled Sweet or Unsweetened Tea. Thank you for considering my email for a real talk topic. I am having trouble in my 4-year relationship. For this letter, you can call me Nikki, and my partner, Sweets. Sweets and I are both over 50. We are both divorced and have adult children. We have lived together in his home for 3 years. Neither of us is interested in a traditional marriage again. At the beginning of this year, 2024, I let Sweets know that we would need to define our long-term commitment to one another. By this, I mean planning joint financing, establishing joint family traditions, and setting common career goals as we approach retirement age. Sweets agreed, and we started having these discussions. He took it a step further, which included expressing his commitment to my family. We were on track to have a long-term relationship plan in place by the end of this year. Early next year, we will enter into a domestic partnership. We live in Arizona, where domestic partnerships allow you legal access to one another's insurance benefits, property, etc., without being a traditional marriage. Sweets had a cat when I moved in. I later learned that I am allergic to cats. We agreed on keeping the cat and controlling my allergy symptoms because the cat was very low maintenance and a great hunter. 2 months ago, Sweet told me that his daughter needed to move back home. She had 2 cats and calls them her children. Although I understood her attachment to them, I would never agree to having more cats in the house considering my allergies. Well, let's call her daughter Maya, sneaks the cats into the house. When I discover them, I expect Sweets to tell her that the cats cannot stay. He does not. Instead, he says, maybe we can work through this so that I can be there for my daughter and make things comfortable for you too, Nikki. I took that and interpreted it as this to mean the cats are staying and you could just go ahead and take more allergy medication. This was not an acceptable solution for me. I chose to remove myself from the house and relocate. I have been gone for a month. I chose to put my health first. I am also allowing Sweet time to care for his daughter and resolve this cat problem. I love him and I'm willing to return if there are no cats in the house. By the way, he gave away his cat as a gesture of making things more comfortable for me. Maya's cats are still there. He has gotten her a counselor and a doctor to assist with her mental health issues. Maya is improving. My questions are, how much time is a reasonable amount of time to wait on a resolution? Am I unreasonable to expect Sweets to remove Maya's cats from the house now that she is improving? Does it seem like I am asking Sweets to choose me over his daughter? Any advice from you and your viewers is appreciated. I love your real talks and value your perspective. P.S. I hope this wasn't too long. Thank you for your time, Nikki. So we got Nikki, who has been in a 4-year relationship with a young man, a gentleman named Sweets. In my opinion, I feel like Nikki put up with a lot. Now, you in a relationship with somebody, a 4-year relationship, you guys made him a commitment. Now y'all guys live together. You live in his place, his pad. Now, true indeed, you did embark on his own privacy, his home, and therefore you became very allergic to cats. But you also took it a step further and said, you know what? We are going to meet in the middle and I'm going to take medication because you only have one cat and I can keep this under control. As long as there's just one cat, I can keep this under control. And my allergies to this cat may not be so severe as it could be to someone else's cat because each cat has a different type of hair, a different type of fur, and she only was living with one cat. Now, Sweet's daughter needed to come back home due to some type of mental issues. However, Sweet's daughter was also bringing her cats, plural, bitch, cats, 2 cats, along with her because she said that those are her children. Now, here's the part where Sweets was kind of wrong. Now, I know that's your daughter, your biological daughter, but this is also your lady who you have moved into your home and you have made a commitment to. You haven't really made that much of a commitment because I feel like this. If Sweets really made a commitment to you, then he would have let his daughter know ahead of time that you cannot bring your cats into my home due to my wife, my woman, my lady, my significant other, my spouse, who is allergic to cats. And it's hard enough already dealing with the one cat that we have upon the premises, and she's taking medication for that. I don't think that it's fair to my woman, my lady, my wife, my significant other to suffer any more that she already has been suffering due to you bringing in any more cats. I feel like that was very unfair of what he did to Nikki, in my opinion. And this is her health. How the fuck are you gonna sneak in cats? This is the one thing that I'm trying to figure out with people. Even though they're cats, yeah, they can hide under the bed. They might come hide under the closet, but they're going to come out and make themselves known that they live there. So sneaking in a cat and thinking that he's going to be invisible for the whole time that you're there is ridiculous. And I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like Sweets knew about this cat. He knew she had cats, and he allowed his daughter, Maya, to sneak those cats in. So neither one of them was thinking about your health. I feel like you put up with a lot. Even though you did move into his house, it is some type of compromise that needs to come. Y'all all need to meet in the middle. And I feel like you already did meet in the middle with him by allowing him to keep the cat and to live on board with the cat, but also to put yourself on a daily medication. Now, I don't know if your job gives you insurance for the medication, but either way, I'm pretty sure you do have to pay for the medication. Even if you're insured by your job, when you go pick up these pills, you're going to have to pay for it. Ain't shit in life for free regardless. And at the age of 50, insurance is very, very vital to us, along with our health. And I don't feel like that was fair at all for what Sweets did. Now, he knew his daughter had those 2 fucking felines. He should have told her ahead of time that if she wants to move back in for her mental health, that she's going to need somewhere to send her cats because they cannot come into your home. That's just that's like inviting the devil. And I'm not saying that the cats are the devil, but you're inviting something that you know is foreign to my body and which is really, really going to hurt me. That's like inviting evil into the home. I don't feel like it's fair. I don't. And I feel like you moving out, Nikki, was the best thing that you could do for yourself. Because I'm sorry, but I get allergies, though they're not to animals, but my allergies are to grass, to outdoors. And do you think you don't see me outside rolling in the motherfucking grass, right? Y'all don't see no shorts, no videos of April rolling in no motherfucking grass or dirt or bathing myself in no type of flowers. No, because I know better, because I'm allergic to the grass and the smell of grass. And if I go out there, it's going to break me out in hives and it's going to fucking make my fucking skin itch and I'm going to be sneezing uncontrollably. Why the fuck would I want to roll in the fucking grass when I know I'm allergic to it? Same thing with the cats. Why the fuck bring in more felines when you know the person is allergic to it? That's just in a short way saying, well, I'm going to just put your health in jeopardy. Now, I don't really want to say that's what Sweets is saying, but that's how a person can definitely take it. And how long is it supposed to go on? How long is he supposed to wean his daughter into feeling better? First of all, she's a grown-ass woman. You need to learn how to provide for yourself, take care of yourself, and stand on business on your own 2 feet. I get it. That is his daughter. He wants to help her. And that's great. Help her. But when you come within a relationship and you make a commitment to someone, they are supposed to come as your number one. Now, he's grown. He's 50. So I can only imagine how old his daughter is, maybe 30. Let's just think about it. I'm 50. My eldest child is 32. My daughter Tati is 28. So his kids have to be somewhere around those markers, which means they're grown adults and they can fend for themselves. Now she has a mental health issue. Maybe she should check herself into a mental health institute, and maybe her children, her cats, can be put into a safe environment for where they can be fostered until she gets out of that facility and is able to take care of them. I'm just saying these are different options and alternatives, but risking your health is not cool and wasn't really kind of him to do. So it sucks that you do have to move on and move out into somewhere and you're in another environment for a whole month. Bitch, I think I would probably stay there, because why is it fair to you? Now, she did ask me in this email, hold on, let's see what she said. How much time is a reasonable amount of time to wait on a resolution? Am I unreasonable to expect Sweets to remove Maya's cats from the house now that she is improving? First of all, how much time is a reasonable amount of time to wait on a resolution? There is no time. It should have been dealt with prior to allowing her to move back into the home. You should have been included in this talk with Maya and Sweets and her motherfucking cats as to where these cats are going to stay. You already made a resolution for Sweets' cat, but now here are 2 more felines being brought into the home, and you weren't invited into the conversation, the care of these cats, or anything. And I know you wasn't invited because you said these cats were snuck into the home. So there is no time frame for being reasonable. What was reasonable was you, Nikki, being invited to the conversation about these cats being brought into the dwelling of where you reside. That would have been reasonable, but that wasn't a solution. To them, the solution was sneaking in the cats and making them be unseen. However, that's ridiculous. That's never going to happen. Now, you are forced to either stay there and be traumatized and be like in desperate need of medical help due to your allergies, or move out. The best thing for you to do was to move out. Why would anyone want to live somewhere where it was uncomfortable for them, unpleasant, and just unhealthy because due to the circumstances? I don't feel like there is no reasonable time. I feel like his daughter, she's grown, and I feel like, yes, we are to help our children, but we do need to put a cap on things, a limit on things, how far we're going to allow our children to come into our lives and embark their own life into ours. Now, her mental health issue, we don't know how long that started, but I feel like she needs to be put into a place where she can get help. This is tearing your relationship apart with somebody. 4 years may not be long to some, but it is a long term. And because they've already committed to one another, I feel like Sweets really didn't commit to you, because had he committed to you, you would have been involved in this entire fiasco of these 2 fucking cats being brought into the home. Now, you're asking me, am I being unreasonable to accept Sweets, am I being unreasonable to expect Sweets to remove Maya's cats from the house now that she is cruising? No, I don't think you're unreasonable at all. What I feel like is unreasonable is how he moved his daughter in. You guys are 50 years old. And now, granted, my daughter lives here with me. All of my daughters live here with me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If I was to be with somebody, well, I wouldn't really want him living here with me anyway, because I just don't. But I don't think it's unreasonable because, for one, you guys live together. You guys both pay bills together. You guys made a commitment together. And the commitment did not involve allowing his daughter to live with you and move her felines in. So you're not being unreasonable. I think her cats need to go, or she can go with the cats. Fuck it. Look, does it seem like I'm asking Sweets to choose his daughter over me? I don't feel like you're asking Sweets to choose his daughter over you. At a certain age, we have to realize we have to let go of our grown adult children. Though it may be hard, just like I said, my 3 daughters live with me. I wouldn't have it any other way. Excuse me. I wouldn't have it any other way. I like them here. That's because I'm a person who doesn't like to be alone. And I feel like as long as they want to be here, they're more than welcome to be here. However, my daughters are also grown, and I don't embark and intrude on their personal lives. No way at all. It's not my daughter, Janae, who's about to be 23, or my daughter, Tati, who's 28. I don't embark on their personal lives. They have their own personal lives. They are grown, and they come and go as they please, as long as they respect the home that we live in. However, there are times when we have to allow our children to grow up. If my children need some type of medical assistance, they're going to do that for their own selves. They don't allow their lives or their medical health to interfere into my life, nor would I allow mine to interfere in theirs. However, I don't feel like Sweets is allowing his daughter to stand on her own 2 feet and become the person that she needs to become, because he is allowing her to lean on him, and not only lean on him, but he's also expecting you to take on the responsibility and allow those cats to live with him and you because his daughter is ill. And that's not a reason, that's not an excuse to allow anybody's animals into your home that will mess up your health and well-being. It's not an excuse. It is all about respect and boundaries and just having a mutual understanding of one another. And in my opinion, I strongly feel like Sweets is not respecting you as an adult, as a committed partner, as a committed spouse, because he allowed his daughter to sneak these damn cats in. You are not being unreasonable, Nikki. I feel like you have every right to voice your opinion and your feelings. And I feel like he was wrong to allow you to leave. He should have allowed his daughter to go off onto her grown-ass life and fix her situation. At a certain age, 50 years old, people feel like we young. We are still young. We are half a century old. But let me tell you something. If you find someone that is perfect for you and is making your life easy and fulfilled, then why not be with them? But at this time, I just feel like he's not doing that. He is not doing the right thing by you. And I feel like you are owed like a huge apology, not only from him, but also from his daughter for sneaking in those felines. But if she doesn't want to give it, that's fine. But here's the thing. You've already made accommodations and adjustments to your life when moving in with him. So he needs to do the same thing in return for you. That's my feelings, that's my opinion, and that's my advice straight up. Because if it were me, and if I moved in with some motherfucker and then you had one animal and I was allergic to it and then your kid moved in with 2 others, there's no fucking way. I would have fucking left too. I would have fucking left too. I mean, for real, I'm not about to sit up here and suffer because you allow your grown-ass kid to bring in some more fucking cats, animals, pigs, birds. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not going to suffer on you. It just shows me that what you brought into here, you don't really give 2 fucks about me. So why should I give 2 fucks about you and stay when I can go somewhere else and be more comfortable and not have to suffer? Let me tell you something. Suffering from allergies is a painful thing. That shit will fucking drain your motherfucking energy. For real, for real. Your eyes swell up. Your fucking throat feels tight. You break out in hives. Like, that shit is draining. Trust me when I tell you, it's motherfucking draining. And I'll be damned if I'm going to be anybody's dwelling resident being suffering because he decided to bring his grown-ass kids that don't know how to get their shit the fuck together. Oh, she's doing better. She's progressing. Well, that's great. She need to progress somewhere else because y'all are grown, and so is she. And I know some people might feel like, well, that's not fair. That's not fair. Their kids ain't... Listen, when you're an adult, you're an adult. You can fend for yourself, and you need to do what's right for you. But what you don't do is intrude on other people's lives and make other people suffer because you trying to be so selfish. Now, I feel like Sweets was being motherfucking selfish because, yeah, that's his lady. They had a commitment. Now, true indeed, you could be there for your daughter, but you don't allow other people to suffer on the fact of what you want to do. That's just one thing you don't motherfucking do. It's 2025, bitch. Grow the fuck up, grow some balls, and speak to this motherfucking man and let him know she can either go or I'm going to stay here where I'm already at. It's not choosing. It's not about, oh, I'm choosing this one and that. But I feel like when you're in a committed relationship to someone and you committed to them already, then keep that motherfucking commitment. Period. Point blank. Keep that motherfucking commitment and keep it pushing. And if he don't want to do that, you know what, sweetheart? Stay where you at and keep it pushing too. Because obviously if he don't change it up and he don't tell her to go, then he never fucking care. Period. Okay. Now on that note, I'm about to go. Got to go get me something to eat. I want to take out these goddamn teeth. Yeah, I've been trying all type of things for this dry mouth, and I know what it's already about. I really need to focus. You know how you know what? You ever feel like, okay, I'm not going to remind myself something because if I keep thinking about it, it's going to happen. I've been trying to get the whole entire thought out of my head about having the dry mouth because I know if I constantly think about it, then it's constantly going to happen. So I've been really trying hard not to think about it, but I don't really think that's working because I just constantly try whenever I'm drinking something or eating something, I'm like, oh my God, is this going to give me dry mouth? So this is me constantly thinking about it. I know I'm rambling. It's 2025, you guys. I hope y'all have like an amazing year. Don't allow numbskulls and assholes to fuck up your vibe because we just shouldn't. It's 2025, you know, and there are a lot of things that I want to see have change, just not even within myself, but just in general. And yeah, it's 2025. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to live it to the best of my ability. I pray for everybody's health and safety. I hope you all have like an amazing day. I want to thank you all for watching me this long, hanging tight with me, being my ride or dies. I love you guys. Let's bring in 2025 an amazing year. Be safe, be blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.